Hello and welcome. My name is Barbara, and I'm going to be leading you through about a 30-minute yoga class. And because I call my little offering soul and song, at the end of the yoga, the soul part, I'm going to grab my guitar over here. We'll have a little song. So it'll be soul and song. So, starting to just getting comfortable in the chair. It's best if our chairs don't have arms because we can kind of bump into the arms. If there are arms, we'll figure it out. We'll work around it. But either way, we're just going to start by sitting back in the chair, resting our hands on our knees. They can be palms up or palms down, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Feeling our feet flat on the floor. It's really great to do yoga in bare feet or socks, but if you have shoes on, that's okay too. We feel the floor more with bare feet or socks, and we're waking up all those really hundreds and hundreds of nerve endings that are in the soles of the feet. So it's really good for our bodies, for our organs, for all of us, parts of us, to have our feet on the floor. All right, having said that, let's sit comfortably in the chair, feeling the back of the chair supporting us. Noticing that our shoulders can drop down our backs and our hearts can be beautiful and lifted. Our tongues are tucked down, our hearts are lifted, and we're beginning to notice the breath in the body. Taking big breaths in and exhaling them out. Breathing them in and exhaling them out. Taking a couple more big breaths, noticing when we inhale how the body expands. As we exhale, things just start to release. An option here is to place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Sometimes that brings a little more attention to the sensation of the expansion of the inhale and the release of the exhale. Taking a couple more breaths, really sinking into the feeling of the breath, noticing our feet on the floor, and just doing a little check-in of how our bodies feel today. If there's any part that's a little bit grumpy, a little achy, a little sore, just sending some extra love to that area, staying completely out of judgment always. Body discomfort, comfort, it's just there, and we can love and accept everything that is being presented to us today. A couple more deep breaths, feeling our hearts beautiful and open. This time we'll take our nose to our left side as we breathe in, and exhale our gaze and nose back to center. Let's inhale to the other side. Exhale back to center. We'll do one more each side, inhaling and exhaling to center, and inhaling to the second side, and exhaling to center. This time we'll lift up our arms, shoulders as we inhale, drop them down, and back as we exhale. Again, lifting up, exhaling down, doing two more. Inhaling, shoulders up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Perfect. Let's drop our hands back on our knees. Whether they're up or down, doesn't matter. This time we're just going to look up as we inhale and lower our gaze, round down a little bit as we exhale. Inhaling it up, lifting our hearts, lifting our gaze, exhaling it down. We'll do two more. Inhaling up, exhaling down, and one last one as we inhale up and we exhale down. Beautiful. Now pressing with palms down on the knees, pressing with the palms of our hands into our upper thighs. Just pressing down. Feel what happens. Can we add pressing the feet into the floor? Just using our own body's strength to wake up those muscles a little bit. And check that you're still breathing. So we're pressing the hands into the legs, and we're pressing the feet into the floor. We're pressing our hips into the chair, and we're lifting our spines up super tall at the crown of the head, getting extra tall. Let's relax that. Let's give our hands a rub together. Some energy into our hands. And with that beautiful energy, we'll place them back down the legs. Press down on the thighs. Press the feet into the floor. Drop the shoulders back. Lift up through the spine. Feel that beautiful energy in your body. That's called prana. That's called the body energy, the life source energy that we all have in our bodies. Sometimes we just have to wake it up a little bit. Let's release that. Want to do one more? Let's do one more. Pressing the hands and the feet into the floor, into the legs, straightening our spines, dropping the shoulders back. And let's release that. Good job. Okay. Let's just wake up our feet a little bit. We'll just lift up the ankles one at a time. We'll inhale, exhale. Inhale. Just coming up on our toes, waking up those leg muscles, waking up the ankles. Good job. Okay, we're going to add some arms now. If you want to take on the arm challenge, we're just going to lift up our arms and take them down. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Down with the arms. And I'm doing my feet kind of double time, but you can slow the feet down. We can go up and down. Up. Exhale down. Or we can get the feet going double time. If you need to take a break, please take a break, take a rest. Yoga is so forgiving. We each have a different journey. We each have different bodies. Every day feels different, so just take what you want and take a rest whenever you need it. Let's take 2 more. Relax it out, shake it out. Good job. All right, we're going to take the arms to the side like we're lifting weights. And down. Lift them up. And down. If we want, we can take the elbows a little higher. So whatever feels best here. Whether it's good to have the arms parallel, or if you want to have them down here, either version is perfect. Just waking up those big muscles. And let's make a fist and open the hand. Make a fist, open hand. And we're breathing. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold it there if it's okay. If you want to do another sequence, we'll experiment with adding that raising of the heel. As we breathe, notice I'm breathing in as I come up, exhaling down. Good job. We'll do 4 more. 4, 3. That's 2. And last one, 1. And shake it out. Okay, let's scooch a little bit to the edge of the seat. Place our elbows on our knees and just roll our head down. Letting everything relax. Letting the spine round over. And if you want a little more, if it feels good today, we can let the hands drop to the floor between the feet. Whatever feels really comfy for you. Noticing that we're breathing into the back. We're breathing into the belly. One more big breath. Then we will slowly roll up to the spine. Let's push our feet into the floor. As we roll up to the spine, we're stacking our vertebrae one on top of the other. Beautiful. Now we'll breathe our hands up and we'll exhale. My hands are off the screen. Exhale the right hand down to the left knee and let that back arm just drop over in the back of the chair. Just kind of look behind. Keeping our hearts lifted, feeling our hips on the chair. We're breathing, of course. I'm going to move my chair back so you can see my arms when I lift them up. Now we'll breathe those arms back up. Exhale to the other side. I'm dropping my other hand on my opposite knee. That back hand is just resting on the back of the chair. Dropping the chin, lifting the heart, straight spine. And noticing our feet still both on the floor. Breathing. If it means Scooching forward a little more on the chair so your feet are flat on the floor. That's a good idea. Let's breathe that back up to center. Exhale to the first side. Breathing the whole time. Our spines are so straight. And we'll take that breath one more time up through the center. And exhale to that second side. And back to center. Exhaling it down. Lovely. Now lifting our left leg, crossing it over like we're sitting in a chair, which we are. We're sitting in a chair. Nice and tall, super straight. Placing the opposite hand on the crossed knee. We're going to take one more twist. This time let's hold on to the side of the chair and look over that shoulder, keeping our spine straight, keeping our hearts lifted. We're breathing. One more breath. Great. Let's release that and just bring our shoulders back onto our knee and lower our heads towards our arms, letting the spine just have a little nice little bend. Beautiful. We'll roll that up. Now the leg that's crossed, if it's available, we're simply going to invite that foot to come up and rest on the top of the knee. The other way that people sometimes sit in a chair, often men will sit this way. They take up more space when they sit sometimes. And if we can lift our hearts and straighten our spines, that's beautiful. See how that feels? If you want a little bit more, we can lift that bottom heel, noticing how it makes us stretch deeper. And there's an option, if it feels good, we can just lean forward, reach forward with our chest, a little bit forward, noticing how it deepens the stretch in the hip and how good that feels. We're breathing, always breathing. One more breath. Let's release that and just bring that knee in for a hug to our chest, nice and straight. Wiggle around a little bit. Feels so good. Maybe we want to bring that knee a little bit to the outside. Maybe we want to draw a circle in the air with it. Maybe we want to go the other way. Excellent. Let's drop that foot back down. And we'll cross the other leg over this time. Sitting in a chair, cross-legged position. Placing the opposite hand on the crossed leg. Grabbing onto the chair for stability back here and looking over that shoulder. Breathing, straight spines. Hearts are beautiful and lifted. Let's check that we're smiling. Because when we're smiling, we're not grabbing in our jaw area. We're relaxing there. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's invite that back to center. And that crossed leg, see if that foot wants to come up on the knee on the second side. And probably this side will feel different than the first. Might feel tighter, it might feel looser. Just seeing if we can sit here for a couple of breaths, letting this knee drop open. And like before, if we want a little deeper stretch, we can lift that bottom heel. We can also invite the chest forward a little bit. Deepening the stretch. Always take it just where it feels good in your body today. If it feels like too much, just back right out of that. Taking one more breath. Great. Now we'll bring that knee in for a hug as well. Nice and straight through the spine. And we'll invite that knee a little bit to the outside. Hang on to the chair if you want. Again, maybe if you want to draw a circle in the air with that knee. And we can take it the other way. Excellent. Let's bring that knee back to the floor. Placing our feet out like this. With our knees together. If that feels comfortable, rolling the shoulders back. I'm grasping my hands behind my back. And I'm simply squeezing my shoulder blades together. Let's bring those Knees into a center position. If we feel like it, we can bring the feet together and let the knees drop out. One more breath. Great, planting our feet on the earth again. We're going to drop over again into what's called a forward fold on the chair. Letting our hands slide down the front of our leg, inviting our head to drop between the feet, between the knees, and breathing. Just making sure everything is really relaxed. Feeling the breath in the back and in the belly. Now taking that right hand wherever it wants to go. On the ankle, on the shin bone, on the knee. Placing the opposite hand on the hip. And once again, little twist, turning towards that hand. Breathing. The spine loves to be twisted. Loves to have a twist stretch. Let's bring that to the middle. And we'll place the other hand either on the knee, the shin, or the ankle. Hand on the hip, turning towards that hand on the hip. So the spine gets a beautiful twist. Breathe out back to center. And we'll slowly roll up. Now taking the left hand, let's just put it out in front of us with the palm up. And we'll simply have the palm up and bring it down. Breathe in as we bring it up and down. We're supporting it with this hand. Now let's draw a circle in the air with that hand, going first one way. We're breathing, of course, and then we'll take it the other way. Now taking that arm across the front for a bit of a stretch, and that front hand is either below the elbow or above the elbow, giving that a nice stretch. Let's look over that opposite shoulder. Nice. Let's let that arm go. We'll give it a shake. And we'll lift up the other arm, support it from underneath. Let's breathe that hand up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Now we'll invite that hand to come across the chest, either supporting it here above the elbow or below the elbow. Take the version that feels best for you today, and we'll look over that opposite arm while we keep breathing. Little half smile is a good idea because we're having so much fun. Nice. Let's let that arm shake it out. Now let's open up our wings wide. Feels so good. Breathing in. Let's exhale as we wrap our arms around and give ourselves a giant hug. And maybe we want to round the spine a little bit. Let's inhale those wings open. And exhale, coming into another big hug with the opposite arm on top. And let's just roll that under a little bit. Breathe, open the wings open. Exhale that first side. Big hug. Roll it down. Breathe it up. Inhale your arms open. Exhale them close. And let's roll that down. And inhale it up. While we're here, let's see if we can give ourselves a bit of a tighter hug. Just feeling the hands on behind the shoulders, wherever it feels good. If this is what feels good today, just crossing, holding here, then take that. Absolutely take what feels good today. We will breathe it up and we'll exhale it down. So when I say breathe it up, we're lifting our hearts, we're lifting up our gaze as we inhale. Exhale it down. We'll do two more as we inhale that up. Exhale it down. And one final one. Inhaling it up. Exhale it down. Coming back to the center. Let's just lift those arms up Again, if they're down here, perfect. Just lifting them up. Whatever we have, if we got the hug going, or if we're here, kind of like a dance. Shoulders drop behind us. Our spines are straight. We're breathing. Lifting up those elbows. Or in this version, lifting up to where it feels good. Let's breathe our wings open again. Exhale the other arm on top, either wrapping around for the hug or taking it to here. And let's lift up those arms. Or if we're in the hug, lift up the elbows. Nice. Let's release that. Hands back on the tops of our legs. We're going to breathe in as we lift our gaze and our hearts again. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the hearts. Lift the gaze, press the feet into the floor. Exhale it down. This is called cat-cow pose. Breathing in as we lift. Exhaling it down. We'll do one final one of these as we inhale it up. Okay, exhale it down. Great. Let's bring both our heels up. Roll our shoulders back. Exhaling down. Let's bring our heels and our arms up. Exhale down. Again, up. Down. One more time, up. And down. This time we'll bring our arms to the front, up. And down. Take it slower if you wanted to. Heels and arms coming up. Our spines are straight. Exhale it down. We'll do two more as we inhale up. Exhaling it down. And final one, everybody, inhaling up. And we'll exhale it down. Let's shake it out. How are we doing? Everything okay? All right. Let's sink back into the back of the chair. Resting against the back of the chair. Placing once again our hands on the top of our thighs. Either palms up or palms down, whatever feels the most natural. Letting our eyes gently close or our gaze can soften. Feeling the feet on the floor. Feeling our beautiful straight spines. Feeling our hearts lifting. Maybe we can feel our heart beating. Listening to the breath. That is tuning in to whatever sounds might be around us. Maybe we hear a clock ticking. Maybe we hear a fan running somewhere in the building. Maybe we hear sounds from outside or the wind blowing. If we're in a room with other people, maybe we can hear other people breathing. Bringing our focus back to our own breath. Feeling the expansion, hearing the breath. Feeling our feet on the floor. We'll end this short practice as with breathing our arms back up. We'll exhale them down into a prayer position. Symbol of gratitude and reverence and acceptance. We'll do that one more time. We'll breathe our arms up. We'll exhale them down. Giving thanks for the time we have had together today. I promised you a song, so we'll move into that shortly. I just want to add one more thing. Every yoga class, we end with a word. It's a very ancient word for a language called Sanskrit. The word is namaste. What it means is that the light in me sees and honors the light in you. I would like to share that with you, along with a blessing for good health and joyfulness in your day. Thank you for joining me. My name is Barbara. Namaste. I'm going to take my guitar. And I thought we'd sing a song together that you probably know. We'll do it a couple times. So maybe the first time will just be about remembering it. And the second time, if the words are coming, just please sing along. It's Edelweiss from the Sound of Music. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Many blessings. My name is Barbara.